Allow the children. It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She. Off your mind. Like me.
Chai. Now wow. People wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo. Man of the masses, my ego don't come, oh my ego diary politico, my ego don't come, oh. Mayegun la wa mo la mo dododo. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Mayegun la wa mo la mo dododo. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, na you be number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn lájú.
Máyégún.
Hello there. So good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún Live. Brethren, welcome to the Temple of Truth again. But tonight, we are kind of like joining the rest of other people who are currently celebrating the victory of Super Falcons of Nigeria. So they have won the title of WAFCON, I think it's called, West African, women or AFCON or so, yeah. So women African Championship, like the Nations Cup for men. So they won it for the 10th time or the 10th times. So Koolu and his wife, Rat, they have been like upbeat about the whole journey. I have seen the video of Werey Wike, by the way, where she has been like supporting them, women supporting women. So they were back in Abuja today, and upon their arrival, Koolu used the opportunity to splash them billions of naira whenever it is claimed. So I am going to take you through the journey, including how it all went inside the Ass Rock. And then we are going to also go to a bit of like a throwback. It's not really throwback. It's just like a catch up, right? So to Werey Wike's warning or begging, I've been pleading, it's among other stories tonight. So please, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description of the broadcast as well. All right. Then like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them all that Máyégún today, Máyégún is live. So let's get started. 2 days ago, the women, the national teams, like the women national team of Nigeria, known as the Super Falcons, they won the African tourney in Morocco when they defeated, the host, I believe, in a very much like a comeback, sort of like a game from 2-0 down to 3-2 win, which indeed, despite all that people are currently experiencing under thiefnubu and his gang, they found time to celebrate and, just let it off. But that is not what I'm going to cover tonight, okay? So we're going to start from from after, the game, and then Koolu called them. So we'll start from that. Then from there, to their journey from Morocco down to Abuja, and what happened in Abuja as well. And then we'll take it on from there tonight. So please hear the broadcast, right? And you can sit back and then enjoy this, okay? So the first one, the phone call.
Thank you, sir.
Very, very proud of you. The entire nation is proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
You lifted our spirit and Christ took the old generation, and we are all very, very happy.
Thank you, sir.
You'll be celebrated, and I congratulate all the coaches and the management of officers and the officials.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
My very, very best regards to Rashida. Very good. And I want the penalty kick. That's a very courageous exercise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
To set the 10th the record of the victories is not a very small thing
Sir.
for the country
Yes, sir.
and the continent as a whole. Very proud of you. Safe journey home. Enjoy yourself. Avoid injuries. God bless you.
Koolu. So that was a decent call, if we want to admit. However, I don't know how Nigerians actually celebrated the victory. Some of the videos I saw online, maybe a lot of people didn't even have the chance of watching it. You know, the good old days, when even in darkness and what have you, somehow, like this, people just forget about all their worries and everything, and it's like drinking, partying, and all that. Oh yes, then maybe the following day or day after, everybody goes back to their status quo. But that was a brilliant call. For everything he said there, we didn't hear any balablu or whatever you. So it was like straight from the heart, which also kind of showed that he watched the games, because he was able to mention the names of the players that he could remember, the captain, the other key players, and every one of them. Good. Now let's follow their journey back to Nigeria, and when they got to Aso Rock, right? The whole scenario, and we're including the welcome, what do you call that? The welcome party at the airport. There were some scenarios where officials of the airport, FAN and I think immigration, were fighting who was to oversee the exercise at the airport, but I think they sorted that, but we'll bypass that. So let's go take a look at their journey to Nigeria and then to Aso Rock.
You are sure it's your fault now. You can allow me.
No, is it? I don't know, the TV, are you seeing us now at the airport? So who is the engineer there now? Who is helping us out? Can I speak to Richard? Hello?
What's the mission you know?
At that hour in Rabat, those girls didn't play against 11 players, they played against 50,000 passionate fans, screaming and howling at them. And don't forget that it was not just that alone, they went behind against that hostile atmosphere. People don't understand what happened that night. The resilience with which they calmed down, they came back, they seized the game from the first half, from the half of the first half, they seized that game to the end. It shows the true Nigerian spirit. And we must all celebrate them. That's why we're all here to come down in our few numbers to celebrate them. We must preach this to all sectors of the Nigerian economy, Nigerian polity, that is the true Nigerian spirit that we must continue to display everywhere throughout Africa. Thank you.
Let me see this players. Hey, champions! Christy, you are not smiling like a champion. Okay, change to canvas, so look decent, look nice, so.
I'll bite you. Okay, you stay here. Oh, you have to. Yes, I'll tell
They no get another one. Na dem mama be that yo hey. So wonderful ladies, great job. We say there's so many opinions on, since after their victory. All right, where when you see that almost half of the team are those who grew up abroad. access all the necessary, facilities that helped and aided them while they are pursuing sports. Many of them was like obtaining, degrees in advanced courses and all that. So something that they say an average girl child in Nigeria, could only dream of. So, and you have them there in the country where, talents abound, but almost like wasting away. So congratulations to them once again. Now we're going to go back in there because after that part, we're going to get to the part where they shared their story, as well as the captain, so the team, I think that was the team spokesperson, as well as the team's captain, sharing their story up to the point where Koolu also came in and the largesse part came in as well. So to save time, let us go back and continue from where we stopped. And then Mama BDCU, then we'll get another one.
Oh no. Thank you very much.
Valuable player of the tournament. Chiamaka Nnadozie was voted the best goalkeeper of the tournament. Justin Madugu was voted the coach of the tournament. And wait for this. Number 4, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was voted the president of the tournament. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to hand over the microphone to the chairman of Nigerian Sports Commission for his opening remarks. Chairman, sir, please come this way.
Good evening, everyone. Your Excellency, good evening, sir. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished members of the government, Honorable Minister of Sport, esteemed officials, and proud Nigerians. Today, I stand before you not just as a captain of the Super Falcons, but as proud daughter of Nigeria, carrying the dreams, resilience, and spirit of our great nation. On behalf of my teammates, coaches, and technical staffs, I express our heartfelt gratitude for this warm reception and for the unwavering belief you have shown in us. To the Presidency, the Ministry of Sports, the Nigerian Football Federation, and every Nigerian who has cheered us on from home and abroad, thank you for being our strength, our inspiration, and our home. We could not have done this without every one of you. This win is for all of us. Your Excellency, our journey to this moment has been one of great determination and courage. We have faced the best teams in the world and had our own on the global stage. At the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, we stood toe-to-toe with giants, even defeating a formidable Australian in their home stadium. That was a moment that echoed the strength and tenacity of Nigerians across the globe. These achievements are not ours alone. They belong to every Nigerian who dares to believe that we can compete with the best and emerge victorious. We are deeply honored to bring home the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations title, our 10th WAFCON triumph, titled Mission X. This victory is not just a trophy. It's a testament to the unyielding spirit of Nigeria. It's a celebration of every young girl in our villages, towns, and cities who dares to dream. Every family that believes in the power of unity, and Nigerian who carries our green and white flag with pride. This 10th title is for you, Mr. President. It is for Nigerians, it is for Super Falcons, and it is for every young child who believes and dreams to be on this stage someday. But Your Excellency, we are not content to rest on our laurels. Our vision is bold. We want to become the best women's football team in the world. We dreamed of standing at the top of the global stage, not just as competitors, but as champions. But to achieve this, we humbly seek the continued and enhanced support of the Nigerian Football Federation, Sport Ministry, and the federal government. With your partnership, we can have world-class training facilities, and we'll be able to prepare in the best way possible and create a pathway for the next generation of Super Falcons to soar even higher.
You know, almost the same thing you hear all the time. They say, man, if they could invest in sports, only if these people can invest in sports. Do you know how many people, how many children, young people that they will take away from, save from crime, and at the same time take off poverty, but it's mostly always like ended there, mostly all the time. Sometimes they will even promise this victorious sportsmen. They will promise them a lot, and then you realize that 10, 15, 20 years later, you know, how many of you remember Chioma Achunwa, that police officer, that lady, the Olympic, right? So she was promised a duplex for being a champion then, right? As far back as 1996. It was Fashola who redeemed that pledge. I think it was in 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010 or 2015. Years later. So here is Koolu and his own pledge. I promise you that's the last part of that before we now delve into the political arena now. Right? But let Rashida finish what she's saying first. And then Koolu's pledges. After this, right, Koolu promised them $100,000 each. I heard that the winning prize is $1 million. So, but that's just the winning prize. So it seems to me that Nigeria under Koolu have decided to, quadruple that or quintuple that 5 times. So each player, 24 of them, each of them will get 100,000 naira. I mean, sorry, $100,000 each of them. That is $2.4 million. Each player would also get a 3-bedroom apartment for them, for life in Abuja. 3-bedroom apartment in 24 places. And I think the member of staff are also getting something according to Koolu. So if you add that, we'll be looking at somewhere around 35 3-bedroom duplexes in Abuja for them. And you know what? 3-bedroom duplex, one of them can cost in Abuja, Abi. I'm just saying. So that's part of the pledge. They are also honored with the national honor, Nigeria MON, member of the Order of the Niger. But Rashida finished, then Koolu after that, okay? Watch this.
Generation of Super Falcons to soar even higher. Together, we can show the world that Nigeria is not just a participant in global football, but a leader. As the sport commissioner rightly said, he said football is one of those things that unites, is a unifier of Nigerians. It brings the nation joy. It brings oneness across religion, class, and tribes of Nigeria. We want to keep making the nation happy and bringing more joy to Nigerians around the world. To Nigerians across the world, we call on you to join us in this journey. Your cheers, your prayers, and your belief fuel our fire. Let us change the narrative together. Let us inspire a mindset that sees no limit, that dares to dream big, and that unites in pursuit of excellence. We sincerely appreciate all that is currently being done, but we are asking for more because we know the boundless potential of this team and our nation. And together, with the right support and with the right condition, we can have the same playing field as our competitors. Your Excellency, the Presidency, the Ministry of Sports, and the NFF have been pillars of strength for us. Your administration's commitments to sports development has laid a foundation we are proud to build upon for many more years to come. To every Nigerian who has waved the flag, worn our jersey, or shouted our names from the stands or their living rooms, your love has carried us through every challenge. We are grateful and we are very inspired to do so much more. As we celebrate this 10th WAFCON title, let it be a spark that ignites a new era for Nigerian women's football. Let us unite as government, football federation, players, citizens, and diaspora in a shared vision to make the Super Falcons not just African proud, but we can achieve greatness that echoes for generations. Thank you so much, sir, His Excellency, for this honor. Thank you, ministers that have come to chairs from the first day, and your messages were seen, and your supports were instrumental to our victory in this tournament. Thank you so much, sir. The Super Falcons are ready to soar higher with your support, and the sky is just the beginning. God bless you, Mr. President. God bless Nigeria. God bless Super Falcons. Thank you.
Honestly, I didn't want to watch too much. I didn't want high blood pressure. But our people came in and turned my TV on to that channel. When it was 2-0, I got very offended and restless. But I was there still watching. The indomitable spirit of resilience, determination, and courage. And after that penalty, and I saw a 2-1, my spirit was lifted. And I believe that of the nation, too was lifted. But what you almost did was get me hungrier, because your mother was in the kitchen almost abandoning my dinner. The game that doesn't really watch except the girls are the one playing. And she came running, we have won. I said, you are not yet won. And at the end of the final whistle, it was all excitement all over the country. On behalf of the grateful nation, I hereby conferred on the players the 11-man technical team with national honor of officer. I hereby direct the allocation of 3-bedroom apartments for each of the players and technical crew in our Renew Hope estate. In addition, there is a cash award of the naira equivalent of $100,000 each. To the 24 players. And the equivalent of 50,000 to the 11-man technical team. Once again, I congratulate you And I will continue to pray for you with this. Nigerian spirit is unyielding and will never die. God bless you.
We are a poor nation. The ban coal will follow. They say firewood not smoke. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, try shining, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. You're doing.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ọ̀ ń ṣeré ni àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè. ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí ọ̀ ń ṣeré ni àbọ̀ ń ṣe èrè.
Anyway, I am not going to be a doubting Thomas. It's clear. He said they should give them the naira equivalent of the $100,000. And the houses in the Renewed Hope Estate. And you know that the Tinubu is building Renewed Hope Estate. Yeah, he wants to build, how many houses again? I think 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. I was even thinking they will give them the Emefiole's estate. You know that one they took from Emefiole. I was thinking they will use that. And just say, you know what? We just go and complete some part of the place and yeah, you can have the houses. Anyway, congratulations to the ladies once again. And indeed, there are possibly like hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of young girls that will kind of see them as inspiration. And they would want to be like them too. Just like they that you see as champions today, they are the 10th champions of Africa. So that means we've had champions, ladies who inspired them too. And every now and then everybody is always begging the criminal politicians to please do something about the sport. It's going to really go a long way. You know? So let's say congratulations to them. The guy that is going to give them the houses, possibly, Werey Wike, was at, I think it was a convocation program. Anyway, it was honored in Porthacourt by the Porthacourt, University of Porthacourt, I think it's called. So Werey Wike received, honoris causa. Is that what it's called? An honorary, they say Wike is a doctor of science. Just so you know, I have no idea what that is, but anyway, it was there. It was to possibly say something to motivate other graduates, other people who are also possibly graduating, getting their own degree, which they possibly work for. So with the Wike, as you are aware, wherever they turn the microphone on, Werey Wike's obsession is, if it is not with the PDP, when Atiku was still there, it's good. Now it is coalition. So I listened to the whole speech. In fact, I was skipping the speech at some point to see if I could really get to a place where in Werey Wike's prepared speech, if you go church, it's going to tell you about how his enemies and the rest of them are the enemies of Nigeria. If you see Werey Wike at any roadside inspection, it's going to be about, oh, these people want to come and take Nigeria. They want to take Nigeria back. So same thing happened at the supposed academic gathering and those who invited him. So Wike is begging all of you to please don't listen to the coalition. No. These coalition people, they will bring Nigeria down. They will you know, they will return Nigeria to something another, right? They are liars. Tinubu is doing well, is building Nigeria, and this coalition people want to come and ruin that. And you know something what I observed, in my own opinion, I was like, Werey Wike is having an emperor life, kind of emperor kind of life right now. His children are having a ball, and they are no longer afraid of what the public is going to say. What are you going to do? At the same time, losing that privilege, losing that all of that money, and possibly start living on the run, and your children won't be able to post anymore in all those flex. They won't be able to. That is what the coalition poses, and I think that is what Werey Wike is kind of trying to say. Or maybe you probably get it better. Wike.
Our country is undoubtedly on the path of positive ascendancy, and very soon the impact will be visible even to the blind and obvious even to the cynically minded. We must resist the purveyors of lies, hate, and division who seek to destroy our country. These men and women who coalesce under the banner of the so-called coalition are prepared by the delusion of grandeur and perpetual search for relevance and political power. If you interrogate their profiles, you will find that they have been in office for almost all their lives, yet they have nothing concrete to show as their achievements in building an enduring nation. In only 2 years of this administration, they are congregating and aggregating to destroy rather than build, and drain rather than reconstruct our hitherto battered country, for which most of them have been active dramatists personnel in the willful distortion of our politics and economy, which they painfully orchestrated in their respective tenures in office. We know these naysayers, and you are enjoined to reject them, and their unpatriotic drumbeats of division and veiled propaganda. As I conclude, let me reiterate that the University of Porthacourt imbued us with deep and qualitative knowledge, the knowledge that provoked supreme confidence in every contact with it. The university's brand of scholarship was built on a fabric of pristine values anchored on deep research, truth, and outspokenness. To speak truth to power and society, and a couple of us have not deviated from that tradition. Today, I'm happy to testify that even the university itself has not departed from its original vision, as exemplified in the quality of men and women that you have carefully chosen as our honors concern nowadays. In an age where many universities appear to be fired more by mercantilist adventures, you have elected to keep the excellent tradition of the university and remain sane. I congratulate the university.
Nuisance Lele.
So we are clear. So that's why Werey Wike here saying the opposition who are coming to take power from them, they are enemies of Nigeria. They are planning to destroy Nigeria. You see rhetorics like that, rhetorics like that, which is so synonymous with these characters parading themselves as your leaders in that contraption. They are those stuff that fuels the hatred. Did you hear him? Oh, the opposition, hatred. Because of hatred. They hate our country. But you are pillaging the country. You are looting the country. You are dipping the generations yet unborn in perpetual poverty, indebtedness. And it is a political power, is it not? Is it not about political power? APC grabbed Nigeria, destroyed Nigeria. That's what happened. And that is exactly what you have been battling with in your own economy. Rather than be growing, you're shrinking, and they are telling you to be grateful. You will soon feel the effect very soon. You'll feel the effect very soon.
The effect of the work of Mr. President, you'll feel it very soon. When people will begin to feel it.
How much people don't they feel you decrease? Tell me somebody who is not feeling Nigeria right now. who is not feeling thiefnubu right now. Everyone you see will tell you that we are just surviving, we are managing. Somebody is telling you that you will soon feel it. I don't they feel them already. That's why a lot of people are saying, can you just take them back to where they were before you got here your reforms, right? Werey Wike. And I think he had some drinks too, because I'm trying to understand this. At that same venue, where he was telling people not to let them destroy Nigeria. Don't let them destroy Nigeria. They are hatred, they are liars, they are like. Werey Wike and his son, that is, that same son that they gave over $2 billion worth of land to in Abuja, or to a proxy that we eventually you get over 10,000 hectares of land have been allegedly stolen by Werey Wike in Abuja alone, and not for himself, for his family, for his sons and all that. One of his sons, right, was spotted, I think it was in Rivers as well, when his father was there. They are already living that life. You see, Werey Wike left University of Porthacourt. From there, I think they said he went to law school as well. Not sure, but he went to a law school. And from there, he became a local government chairman. And from local government chairman, he became chief of staff to governor. From chief of staff to governor, he became a minister of state in Abuja to a president. From minister of state in Abuja, he came back and he became a governor for 8 years. Today, he is a minister. Werey Wike has never worked in his life outside politics. So his children were born into this politics. He married his wife in this politics. Have his children in this politics. So the life they have all known is to live off the people. Werey Wike has been living off the people. And he's not alone. There are many like that, But that is the guy that will go out there, right? And possibly undermine those who have actually built something, worked something, hence something outside politics. You know what I'm talking about? Werey Wike's son. I mean, it is their time, they will say. Now their time. Maybe they enjoy other people's children, they enjoyed it. I'm not complaining, I'm just showing you the so that and at the same time you'll be like, why can't you have that too? Anyway, so if Werey Wike, when you see Werey Wike become so invested, he's a PDP guy, so invested in ensuring that Tinubu cannot lose power. People that want to come and take the power, they will destroy me. Okay, I'm not going to tell people that they will destroy me. I'm going to tell them that they are coming to destroy Nigeria than what we are doing right now. And then there is another one, Fayose. I kind of spoke about, say something about him this afternoon. So Fayose himself is also a PDP chieftain who is openly, right, working against his own party in his own state, as well as at the national level. But again, claiming that I think he said they disrespected him or undermined him. I said, who disrespected you? Wait till me that way they take disrespect to you. Of course, there is nothing much than, everybody is trying to kind of like guide his own pot of soup, wherever your bread is buttered, especially if you can live outside politics. wherever your bread is buttered. I go chop dinner new. So Fayose in Ekiti today, where the state governor, APC governor, is campaigning for a second term. And that's up to the Ekiti people, though, to let us know how far. However, Fayose, right, flooded Ekiti with his stomach infrastructure yesterday. And today, he was there wearing his PDP hat at an APC event, which, of course, you know, that's their politics in that place. No principle, no ideology, no nothing, just interest. Interest. And his brother just raised the alarm that he is aware that his brother is planning to kind of arrest him for openly criticizing him and his ways. Anyway, Fayose grabbed the microphone this afternoon and he just told everybody that there's no point in hiding it. I'm endorsing thiefnubu for second term. And he's going to do second term. Just like that. Right? Fayose.
To endorse publicly without reservation the President and Commander of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for second term. And equally, because that is the reason why we are here. And to endorse our own governor, humility personified, our own governor, Abayomi Oyebanji, and his deputy, bow for second term. Your Excellency, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Let me equally say this gathering is unique. This gathering is unique. This is the first time Ọ̀gbẹ́ni má pariwo. Gómìnà ni gómìnà ń jẹ́. Old model and new model. Your Excellencies. This is a unique gathering because all the former governors of these states, the leaders of these states, the National Assembly members of these states, all the people that matters, unanimously, including myself, Oshoko, without hiding anywhere, I'm not a member of his party, and I will never be. Stand here to say that I am the record holder. I am the record holder of the results from the election. I defeated the last person. I don't mention names. I'm a gentleman. In the whole of the 16 local government areas, 16. Okotolodo yeni. But they do not only 158 wards. I defeated them roundly. What they congratulate me. Ṣùgbọ́n mo máa bọ́ gbogbo yeye. Màá bọ́ sọ́run báwo. Who will for the first time again become the record holder to win in all the 16 local government of Ekiti and win in all the 177 wards of Ekiti? That is taken for granted. But when we get to the field, we will contest and we will see each other on the field. I want to commend him to everybody to please do your best to make this election a reality. One thing that warms my heart the most is the presence of Engineer Sheboni. Engineer Sheboni is the icing on the cake.
coming to put us all together by Governor Bao to face tomorrow for our state. It's a good thing, and it will be a model for all states in Nigeria.
Of our greedy leaders. Oh, Thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that we have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agent IE.
Yeah. So that's a Fayose. But somebody responded to Werey Wike's rant this way. I mean, like, it is so close to what I kind of described myself, right? But it's just a rant of a man that is so scared of his own shadow or he's been involved in. They need 4 years to do this looting. They need another 4 years to consolidate the looting, and it will become permanently irrecoverable. Yeah. But here is what someone has to say.
You know, growing up, they used to tell us when you see no thoroughfare, that means there's a road there. And in the same vein, it means that truly the coalition that the ruling party had once dismissed is actually taking, you know, roots. Because there are certain persons I don't take their statement, you know, seriously. Because I've heard them speak from both sides of the mouth before. And so now when they talk, I just look at the office they occupy and I'm like, hey, is this office that actually talking, not the person? If Wike were maybe in opposition, he probably would have been a member of the coalition today. I remember the same Wike as a governor in Rivers State and how he told us that PDP was malaria and APC was cancer. And today he's part of the cancer. And so that's why I don't take statements from people like that seriously. But you know, seriously speaking, it means that the opposition coalition is actually taking a firm footing, and those in government are jittery. If they are not jittery, then Wike won't be bothered about asking Nigerians not to take them seriously. Because if they tell you don't take somebody seriously, it means that people are actually considering taking that person seriously. What Wike should be bothered about is there were campaign promises made. They should be bothered about how to deliver on those promises made and how to make life of the average Nigerian, you know, more bearable and more affordable. And the opposition also should consistently put them on their toes and put pressure to ensure that Nigerians truly take them seriously. It is not what Wike will say or what rhetorics. It's no longer a matter of rhetorics because Nigerians really want to look at the difference. What are the alternatives? And this alternative is not just enough to say we want to send Bola Tinubu back to Lagos. Just like it happened during Goodluck Jonathan's time, anything but Jonathan. People are wiser now. People are also asking questions. And so this is an opportunity for Wike to now ride on those questions that people are asking, to say, yes, we want alternative, but let us have, you know, plans and program. And then now that you're in government, you have the opportunity, you still have, you know, close to 2 years to actually right the wrongs so that people can say, okay, yes, when they started their first 2 years was they fumbled and wobbled, but now, you know, we can actually talk about them. It's not enough for you to just sit down and tell people, no, don't take them seriously. They are destabilizing, because you are also destabilizing. Just before the program, we were talking about the issue of renaming of streets and bus stops in Lagos. These are also destabilizing tendencies that should, you know, growing up, they used to tell us when you see no thoroughfare.
Do you understand? So if you are not failing, there is there's likelihood of people not be interested in any opposition per se. But the failure of APC, which Thiefnubu said it will continue from where Werey stopped, right, is something that has created more division in the country, and of course, more rebellious people who just wanted something different. Now, Whether they are going to have it or not is a different ball game. Okay. So this afternoon I shared with us what what Babashir Lawal said after their Northern Nigeria summit of their ADC. I want to add it to this, to this session before we continue. The opposition ADC.
Concluded this meeting. What is it all about? What do you want to achieve?
Well, it's a meeting of Northerners, specifically to discuss as a family problems bedeviling the North and how to look for solutions to it, how to prepare for the oncoming election, to see to the fact that our interests, we elect only somebody who has the interests of the North at heart and who will address the challenges facing the North. Because as it is, we are of the opinion that this government has no interest in solving problems bedeviling the North, be it infrastructure, be it peace, be it security. So we have to take the ball in our hands and work towards achieving solutions to our problems.
So what are the resolutions from this meeting?
Well, the resolution is that we should go out and continue to organize Northerners, continue to pass on the messages that we've spoken here today so that our people from top to bottom will be united and take a single position in the coming election.
What is the position of the stakeholder with regards to ADC as opposition coalition platform for 2027 election?
Well, the truth of the matter is that we started out as what we call a consultative forum for northern politicians, but as the momentum was going on, it appears that the whole of the North have decided that they will join ADC. So now the distinction between what the National Political Consultative Group is and the ADC has blurred. So our people have encouraged us, have directed us, and have mandated us to organize ourselves in the manner that we will deliver whatever we want through the ADC.
Is the North stakeholders willing to support the Northerners to succeed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027?
The ADC as a political party is a party that is founded on democratic principles. We are going to go to congresses and conventions to elect our representatives at the election. And whoever emerges, be it North, South, Central, West, whoever emerges at either the congresses or at the convention, ADC will support it, and the Northern...
That's a Baba show. ADC will support anybody that emerge. I've heard that said repeatedly, but we will possibly wait to see that happen. Remember Limodu Sheriff? Yeah, the guy that was the former governor of Borno, Boko Haram and all that, right? Well, he is back this time for the second round to join the group of people reminding everyone that thiefnubu is not shaken, is not worried. All this noise about, coalition, this and that, they're just noises that, thiefnubu will not be moved. Then he said further that he has it on a good authority, reliable source, he said, right? Reliable source, that Peter Obi will return to PDP and he will become their flag bearer in PDP, not coalition. Again, remember that everyone right now is making projections, right? And of course, people like Limodu Sheriff and co is not an exception. Okay? So, he went on to say that thiefnubu, only two things will make thiefnubu not be your president beyond 2027. Two things. He said the first one will be, number one, maybe there is no election in Nigeria. Like, he didn't say Koolu, or like there will be no election. So thiefnubu won't be your president. Or if thiefnubu himself says he's not interested in any second term. As long as he is interested, he will get his second term. in a clear term, in that same Nigeria right now. Anyway, here, Modu Sharif, with bloods in their, on their hands. They say, all of them get blood for their
about numbers.
Your party controlled Kano. Your party controlled Kaduna, but you lost it in 2023. Your party controlled Lagos. You lost it.
The trouble about 2023 election, there's so many things that happen, and we know them. We have taken inventory. We have ever corrected it, but I can not tell you on television so that you go and tell our opponents that APC have already put together all their problems. We know where the problem lies, and we have already put the machinery in place to correct, and we have corrected a lot of them. Shaun, let me tell you, I am a practical...
Senator, have you corrected the pains of Nigerians too?
The pains...
If they are politically corrected, some of what did not make you win some states.
Yeah.
The heart of Nigerians matter in winning them. Have you been able to correct?
Shaun, the problem about, you see, today, unfortunately, President Buhari is no longer alive. A lot of things I would have said, I will not talk, because once in my own religion, if somebody is dead, you pray for, that is, you pray for him. May Allah give him a Jannah Firdausu. President Tinubu, I'm not taking a brief for him. Shaun, I'm not in government. I'm a private person. But the party that produced His Excellency the President is a party that we worked for and will continue going to work for. I can tell you for free, the only thing that will stop President Tinubu from winning election in 2027 are only two factors. One, if there's no election in Nigeria. Two, if he decides not to run. Otherwise, politically, I look at reality. I don't go to Jamboree. You see, politics, you have to study politics. Politics is a different ball game. You are expert in your media. You can ask the whole question you like in the world. But when it comes to politics, I can teach you. Because
you're a master in the game.
Because I have practice. I've been practicing it. I have won election. I've been elected to the Senate, for your information, 3 times. I've been a governor twice. I have made people to win election. I mentor people. Therefore, when I'm talking to you politics, Shaun, I'm talking to you purely what is on the ground. And let me tell you something, Shaun, what you don't know. I travel across Nigeria by road. I have plane, but I choose to drive by road to see the reactions of the common man, what is happening.
Are you seeing what the people are
Whatever
saying?
we see,
the pains of the Nigerian people. I'm happy that you travel by road.
Yes, wherever.
But do you see the pains of Nigeria?
Wherever there's a problem, where there is problem, we try to advise and tell the president. But that's not for television.
Are you able to? Have you spoken to the president on your last travel on the road and see the faces, the fallen faces, the pains of some of the Nigerian people, some who cannot feed? Some who have lost their jobs.
These were not created by President Tinubu.
Is it not a good thing that there are a lot of presidential material in that party?
It's good.
And they have the best to pick from.
Who are they? There are about 3 or so that are looking for president. And see, Atiku has been a vice president of Nigeria. So for him, president or nothing. Peter Obi ran under Labour. His ambition is to become a president. For your information, the information available to me is that any moment from now, Peter Obi will go back to PDP and run as a presidential candidate under PDP. So that leaves Vice President Atiku and Amechi. Tell me which state they control. I want to ask you, you told me that the heavyweights, tell me the heavyweights.
Nuisance leleyi.
He is also a former chairman of PDP, by the way. So he didn't list that as part of his CV. Ali Modu Sharif, Boko Haram sponsor. You know, Nigeria, I guess, system where they harbor these rogues. And he's very confident. But did you hear the part of that lie? This guy was a governor of a supposed poor Borno state. Not only that he looted the place, he ensured that the Boko Haram you are witnessing today, they actually have a foothold in that place to what it's become now. You know, because they were pushing their Sharia, what have you done? You know, they are politicized Sharia. He has a private jet, probably 2. Former governor of a state, a former senator. He's got 2 private jets. It's not called any known business. No, not any known business. He's the CEO of, you know, Green Bulb. This special bulb that catches all, you know, insects and all that. He's the one that invented it. He's got 2 private jets. So he's got this and that. So he only ventured into politics. So no. These are those, the criminals. And they call them leaders in that place. They are everywhere, from the north to the west to the east to the creek and all what have you. They're everywhere. Criminals. But yeah, they are the stakeholders. He just told you there that their permutation is about how many states they control. So any states that they control right now would automatically be declared for thiefnubu in your 2027 shari. So the more governors that joins them, the more the more stakeholders who would have to protect that please, that rigging. And it's as simple as that. To somebody like him, the permutation works well. What about the people? People are suffering. No, I travel by road. I drove by road all over the country. He's lying. You know? But as if that is not enough, right? There are others in PDP who are contemplating that they should, not Peter Obi, they should bring Jonathan. Jonathan will come back as a PDP candidate in 2027. In their own permutations, right? They said it is the purest way of power returning back to the north. So let me tell you from where this is coming from, the background. Okay. So the background is that thiefnubu that is currently, you know, using the southern slot. So if anybody is going to possibly like remove thiefnubu, that person should be a southerner. And that southerner, right, would also agree to just spend one term of 4 years. And power can now return back to the north. So those who are the political players and all of that stuff in that place, so they are permutating like, okay, no. If they allow thiefnubu to just do his 4 years, may everybody we won't die, we won't live. In 4 years' time, like after 2027, in 4 years' time, they will present somebody from them and they will have the power. But they are worried that the thiefnubu that they know, if he manages to be your president twice, that is it. Lagos will be replicated in Abuja. So thiefnubu will unpick whoever is going to be the next president. And this time around, there will be nothing called northern control, northern this or that. Do you get that now? So thiefnubu can pick somebody from the middle belt, pick somebody from everywhere else, not even like they are, you get? And those who claim to be the kingmakers in northern Nigeria would have no real say. But they are very worried about that. They are very, very scared of that. So the alternative then is, okay, if we now go for another person in the south, Peter Obi or Amechi, who would agree to do just 4 years. It is easier said than done. If you agree that Obi should do 4 years and give the power back to the northern Nigeria in that kind of arrangement, that will be because Obi has no executive power yet. When he becomes the president of Nigeria, it won't be that easy to just say, yeah, come out. And with the caliber or the kind of person Obi is and his followers who are so organic, he cannot be intimidated by this north, that, if he has the presidential power. So now, should they gamble it and just trust him as a gentleman that is going to support somebody from the north in 2031 and just do 4 years? Or go and bring Jonathan back to PDP and use whatever leverage they want to use against Thiefnubu, use it for the same Jonathan, which legally he can no longer contest after that if he becomes the Jonathan is, more or less like comfortable with the, with the life that all of you have given to him. He's obnobbing with Thiefnubu and others. Where do you think that is coming from? Almost somebody went on TV to say it too. Daily Trust. On Daily Trust, listen to this. That they should bring Jonathan back and just the pathway for northern Nigeria to get back to power. It is about power for them in that northern, the elite of northern Nigeria in this their coalition. It is purely about power. But they can't tell you about power. They can't say power, power, power. This coalition thing for them is about power. It's about power leaving the hand of Thiefnubu, who has now become the most powerful man in Nigeria. So they got played. That's exactly what it is. They feel like they got played. However, I'm talking about those of them who went to go and join their coalition or putting this coalition together. So they believe that they could get rid of Thiefnubu, but won't they get played again? If they decide to go and gamble that again, and they get played again, even though they claim to actually know politics and all that. So in between, where did the thought of a Jonathan coming back to challenge Thiefnubu coming from? It tells you more that within that their circle, 2 years out of power, 4 years maybe, for 8 years out of power, we have to do something, including even if we have to go and apologize to a Jonathan to come back and please come and help us contest against Koolu. How you want to listen to him?
But if the party insists that it is only to the south, then perhaps maybe my best choice will be to zone it to the south.
Right, okay. There's a big conversation in the grapevine around certain movements. Now that Atiku is out of the picture, at least for the PDP, right? Peter Obi, we've been hearing some speculations here and there that the PDP is likely warning him back to say, listen, the coast is clear. You have a shot if the ticket is zoned to the south. We're also hearing a possible re-entry of former President Goodluck Jonathan back into the mix. What do you think about those speculations and whether or not they make sense for the PDP?
Well, for the PDP and for the North, those speculations could be true and they could be false. But be as it may, I will prefer that President Jonathan, takes the ticket. Not because I do not like Obi, but because that will ensure that the South will have completed their 4 years. When somebody is on the throne, you elect him, you can't pin him down and say, okay, you must do 4 years.
But Peter Obi is on record saying he can do 4 years and bow out.
Well, it's just a political talk, because
you don't trust him.
No, I don't. It's not about trusting him. The issue is, how are you sure that thing will materialize?
Yeah, but he said it. No, we expect that for a man who has a lot of stock in integrity, his word would be his bond.
What I'm taking is this way: the difference between somebody making a promise and somebody who is compelled by the law that he must live. Which one will you take?
This one is compelled by the law. He does not need to make any promise. He has to go after 4 years. This one is making a promise. A promise can be kept and may not be kept, either way. But on this one, you are sure that it must be kept. So for the North, I think Goodluck Jonathan is the best choice.
And how serious are you taking these speculations? Are they real, or are they just the imagination of people who just want to speculate?
Yeah, this is political permutations. They are not. They may be real or may not be real. But in politics, you don't. But if
you won't need a car to travel, you won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Either you believe it or not.
You won't need a car to travel. Oh. Sorry about that. Yeah. However, Bolaji Abdullahi, who happened to be the interim spokesperson for their coalition, was on a rise this evening, and he did mention something about Obi and his involvement with them. His words were pretty much like, no matter what anybody says, Obi is with them, and that's all he can say. While others are wondering why he hasn't resigned from Labour Party and joined them officially like others are saying, no, you have to look before you leap, right? So don't leap before you look, whatever that means in this political sense, all right? We'll see. So Bolaji Abdullahi, listen to this.
A major party in this country. I don't know if you know, for instance, that the PDP is now openly wooing the likes of Peter Obi to return to their fold. And given that the PDP, as we mentioned earlier, still has reasonably solid structures across this country, several governorships under its belt, I mean, do you agree that that could well be a more attractive prospect for Peter Obi than the ADC coalition, which has so far been unable to attract a single governor to the fold?
Let me say clearly that Peter Obi is in the coalition, regardless of what anybody else is saying. But it is good to see that it has taken the coming on board of ADC to get PDP to begin to make some movements. But everyone knows that the jugular of PDP is still in the hands of the ruling party. Everyone knows that. Peter Obi, more than anyone else, knows that he cannot take the risk of going to the PDP, because PDP, and I'll give you an example. When the governor of, the former governor of Delta, Okowa, left PDP to join the APC, who welcomed him in the APC? Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Wike, that is presumably still in the PDP, right? You see PDP governors leaving their parties every day to join the ruling party. You hear PDP governors endorsing President Tinubu as their preferred candidate for 2027. You see PDP bigwigs saying that they no longer believe in this party because they believe that the party has been compromised. So, but like I said, it probably requires ADC to come on board to get PDP to begin to make some movements. But everyone knows in this country today, you can conduct a poll. Ask Nigerians, which party do they recognize as the de facto opposition party? I have no doubt in my mind that the answer will be ADC.
Well, I mean, obviously.
So maybe we should do that. Conduct a poll and ask Nigerians. Anyway, I'll leave that. So the next one now is a conversation around the GMO. I'm not going to say much because somehow, right, when I discovered that as much as a lot of us are campaigning and raising awareness against the, this GMO of the thing, having or asking the people in authority to please protect the people, like we have here, let people have the choice and all that stuff. So then the campaign to ram it down the throat of everyone and all that. Then I discovered that since 2018, this GMO thing has been spreading. So now Nigerians started a conversation around it again. Yeah, just a few days ago. And it became so tense online, right? However, I think this conversation now popped up or somehow propped up on in their meeting in their National Assembly, this caucus meeting and all that, right? I don't know what they had the conversation to that level, or people who are against the GMO, those who are campaigning against it, and those who are campaigning in support of it, right? So they are both in the chamber facing the committee that is probably looking into it. What I think anyway. So in the process, one of the lawmakers, I believe, or maybe one of those who came to defend GMO, just kind of retorted hey, everybody's talking about GMO will kill this, GMO will kill that, and the rest of that, right? People are hungry in Nigeria. If you eat, you will die. If you don't eat, you will die. So why not just eat GMO and die? He actually said that inside Nigeria National Assembly, but not in the chamber, but in one of those their caucus rooms, right? Listen to this.
If you eat and die, it's better than not to eat and die.
Who said GMOs are safe? When the active gene in DT modification, protein 1B, are now being recovered from fetal and maternal blood, who said it's safe? What they have and what the world has presented to us as genetically modified food is cooked bomb that will blow when you take it.
Food can be a weapon, and is a weapon. He who controls your food can control your society. He who controls your seed can control the life and will control the earth.
Genetically modified organisms that we are referring to here in Nigeria are transgenic. That means genes are exported from other organisms across species barriers into organisms that they were not supposed to be there.
There is a republished research by Professor Seralini that proves that GMOs cause tumors and cancers.
If you
eat, you die. If you don't eat, you die. Just eat and die. So that was kind of the conversation around the GMO. Those who were for, those who were against it, and the rest. And at the end of the day, it is all just performative, theatric. Because my finding says since 2018, not until 2018, they said the promoters of this genetically modified organism, right, this GMO, they have been at it since 2001. 2001. And every government since then rejected them. They did everything, bribe journalists, the media, paid some, some crooked Nigerians to begin to organize seminars, explanation. They infiltrated a lot of places to try to inject it into your system, but not until 2018. And under who? Under Bokwari APC. Egbekegbe. Right now, their GMO seed is kind of spreading from what I read. They now have thousands of farmers who are now taking them up and growing them. Again, I am not an expert on it, okay? So the conversation around it is also trending in Nigeria right now, raging, you could say. So now let's leave that. Let's stop by in Enugu, where the praying mantis That's what Umba, the praying mantis of Enugu, right? So Umba has given this hostel water, and people are still kind of like talking. I'll tell you what people are saying. They said they've not seen water for a while, and therefore it just constructed what looks like public water, right? Like the old days. But people said they could have done better.
Have you fallen sick before because of this water? Have you seen any student that fell sick because of this water? But when you use it, has it affected you before? Thank you. How about you? Can you share your testimony?
My name is Fayose. I'm studying geography at my and wanted level and enjoying this water for a while.
So is the water clean?
Yes.
Are you paying for this water? I mean, is there anybody charging you for this water?
Yes.
You are enjoying it free of charge?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Has any student ever died out of a water-borne disease or cholera or typhoid because of dirty water? They said this water is dirty. How dirty is it? How clean is it?
I've not heard of such before.
Have you been paying for this? If you want to fetch, somebody collects money from you. It's free for everybody. Okay, today is 22nd July 2025. Currently, in a suite, one of the hostels, and this is
Baba Clown, you know. So they said the Umba of Enugu is one of the, highest paying, or should I say highest spender when it comes to the propaganda machine that he pushes out there. All right. So there's a water project that was supposed to have covered the entire Enugu by now, but it's still ongoing. And some people said, why didn't they? I mean, that was an hostel. So why didn't they just run the water into their hostels where they could actually really use the water there than to, have to come to that place, fetch the water, carry the buckets? Like, why must everything always, because that same construction could take all those pipes into their bathrooms, into their kitchen and all that upstairs in those rooms. That would have been wonderful. But hey, people say you should be thankful. While Mbai is paying a lot of money to influencers on social media, many of them do go to Enugu to celebrate what he's building, including modern schools that they said he's building, road construction. While others in Enugu as well are like, nah, you need to come and see the substandard stuff these guys are building here. Substandard. Forget about what they are putting on social media all the time. It is not always like that all over the place. So we should be blamed, the contractor or the government. Take a look at this one. Oh, that's another one. That's far from Enugu. I should have listed it. Anyway, I have another one though. Okay. So we have, and my time is actually running out. Now let's stop by in Anambra because it's Solodom time. I think he was out campaigning. I don't know. Maybe he was out campaigning or he was out receiving a chieftaincy title. And they were talking about zoning and all that. Yeah, it's actually a campaign. So zoning in Anambra, where Solodom is currently reminding everybody that zoning in Anambra was actually started by Obi. I don't know why. That has to be part of the convo, right? But here is a Solodom on his own campaign trail. Very brief.
And I want to remind you of the Anambra Central. And remind all Anambra people that we have zoning system in Anambra. Anambra, we're getting zoning system. The zoning was started when Governor Peter Obi was governor. Anambra people, all stakeholders, traditional rulers, town unions, women leaders, youths, everybody agreed that for there to be order in the governance of the state, equity, fairness, that will institutionalize zoning. Governor Peter Obi from Central Valley. After him, it went to the north. Governor Werey Wike became governor for 8 years. And after the north, the governorship went down to Anambra South. And Anambra South is going to have it for 8 years. Anambra South is going to have it for 8 years. And after Anambra South, the very government, what will be the next zone? Central. Anambra Central. After Chukuma Soludo, will be the turn of Anambra Central to produce. The message you take home today, there is order in Anambra politics. We go sequentially and systematically. We know the next zone, and after Central, it will go to North. Okay? Therefore, for those from Central, I don't know who else is contesting for this office. But we are going to be contesting this election as if we are the underdog to an unknown opponent. Because we don't know who is contesting. But for Central, power will shift to Central after Chukuma Soludo.
Politicians are so funny, especially Nigerian politicians as well. Like when you listen to them, the way they speak or talk, you don't really see the people as the center of their power drive or their power pursuit and all that. No, they are always like, they just kind of like what they call the playing God. I will tell you today, after this person, it will be that person. And after that, I will choose another person. Like, Papa, if you die just now, like everybody will continue to live. You know what I mean? So they don't reason that way. They talk in a way that it's like, yeah, we have concluded that's how it's going to be. And most of the time, that's how it's going to be. Because somehow the people themselves are there and they are going to be saying, yeah, yes, yes. And they say, why do you want to choose this person than this person? And they will say, it's because it is the turn of it is our turn. It is the turn of the South. It's the turn of the Central. You know, around that time, you know, competence and the rest of that won't really matter anymore. It's about, yeah, it's the South, it's the Central, it's the North. You know? And that in itself makes these guys believe that, yeah, we are speaking for our people. Am I speaking for you? They say, yeah, you are speaking for us. You know? So that is that. And living in Anambra, oh, hang on. There's a place called Abatete. Is that what it's called? In Anambra State, Abatete or so. Obi was in there with was in at a school right there in that same Anambra yesterday with some reverend sisters who received him and how he was received and why they received him that way. In this short clip, you probably have seen it. Watch this in that same Anambra. turn this song to national anthem in that place. So everybody now, right now, it could probably be your most trending song, random song online in 2025. Since everybody is now turning to Nawa Papa Bitiso, Nawa Mama Bitiso, and the rest. I'll bring you more from that place, okay? But first, let's say hello to SP. Is that SP is a superintendent of police, Abi? SP, superintendent of police. You know why I've been like trying to remember that, right? Remember that old man that retired? The old man that retired retired as an SP, and they paid him 2.8 million naira as his gratuity pension, and they will be paying him about 45,000 or 50,000 naira as his retirement, his pension rather, every month. So every time I remember SP Bright Edafe, Bright, still Bright, I always like, Bright, don't retire as SP. If you retire as SP, you must suffer. He'll probably have caught a niche for himself. He's caught a niche for himself with this content of a thing, interrogating victims as well as alleged culprits, criminals, right? Here is one where a lady was given money to keep, and somebody else kind of, deceived her and took the money away from her, and it became a bigger problem. This crime of these petty crimes, right? And Bright Edafe, the Bright from Delta Police Command.
I am SP Edafe Bright, and this is Delta State Police Command. Today we are the Special Anti-Kidnapping and Cyber Crime Squad. They just proved to us once again that indeed Delta State Police Command is working. I always say there are 3 stages where we can fight crime. You can fight crime before, that is to prevent crime. You can fight crime even during, and you can also fight crime even after. And that is why it is very, very important to report cases to the police. You cannot say, oh, I've given them money, I want the matter to die. No, always come to us because we know our onions and we know what we are doing. Today we'll be interviewing 3 suspects. One of them is a 27-year-old lady who just got married March. She will be the one that will explain why she's here, but I can assure you that it will be very shocking. What is your name?
Merit. Ele.
Merit. Okay, Merit got married March this year, and according to her, she said she was given money by a younger brother or elder brother, as the case may be, to purchase a tricycle, and she used that money to sponsor, you say your, what did you call it again?
Bridal shower.
Bridal shower. She used the money for her bridal shower. Now, it did not end there. On Sunday this week, that is, what's that date?
20th.
On the 20th of this month, July 2025, she told her husband she was coming, and the next thing we heard was that she has been kidnapped. The ransom money was paid. The ransom of how much? 3 million naira was paid. But the husband did not give up. The husband followed up with the case he had already reported at the State Special Anti-Kidnapping and Cyber Crime Squad, and will continue to work until we arrested one of the suspects who eventually let the cat out of the bag. Now, you say your name is what? Merit. Okay, Merit. That money, the money you were saying your brother gave to you, what did you use it for?
I used it for my bridal shower.
Okay, make your answer very short, not stress me. Use it for your bridal shower.
Yes, sir.
So what now happened is your brother was asking you for the money.
Yes, sir.
So when he was asking for the money, what did you can't do?
I was just thinking of a way to raise the money, and I didn't see any way to.
So what did you can't do?
So I now masterminded the plan to forge that I was kidnapped.
You masterminded the plan to say you were kidnapped.
Yes, sir.
With who and who?
Peter and.
You don't know the other one name. Where you from? No, Peter.
He worked at where I was staying before as a security personnel there.
Okay. So how much your husband eventually paid?
3 million.
3 million. Who paid the money?
Him and my brothers.
Okay, your husband and your brothers.
Yes,
so when the 3 million can't reach your hand, what will you do?
We went to a POS woman shop.
Okay.
They transferred to the POS woman So she put 2.5 in my account and gave them 500,000 naira cash.
Okay, you gave your accomplices 500,000, you 2.5 million. You don't hammer now. I don't be hammer, you hammer. So where the 2.5 million naira now?
It's my account, sir.
It's still in your account. So how do you feel as a wife? As a wife, how do you feel that you could do this to your husband?
I feel bad.
You feel terrible. Bad? Open your mouth.
Ugochukwu.
How long have you known this lady?
Never too day long ago.
Never too day long.
Since last year, yes.
Since last year. The day when she come meet you, say she won't do this thing, how she tell you, say she what did she tell you she won't do?
Who tell me tell me say his sister, whether he don't come back. I thought say maybe he don't come back.
Me sister wey don't come back. Go straight to the point.
Okay, what he tell me? He tell me say whether pick report stay. I tell say yes, any problem. He say make a long package. Which package? I can tell me say in brother give am 3.6 million. So make use am buy keke. Use am go pay gamble. Say na his friend. Na him put am. I can't tell say see am.
Okay, don't do it. Forget about what you tell her. So what did she come tell you say she won't do next?
So you can't tell me say a one like I call one person. Yes, I remember one person they work for bakery. Make him help am. Now make me come for.
Make the help am do wetin?
Make a package. Now wetin talk say package.
Package what?
Package work. So you know talk the real.
So wetin una come eventually do?
So as his income, as I come call this guy now, income now, he come explain the guy now wetin he spend for me. So the guy still tell am wetin I still tell am.
Okay, since you don't know wetin you go tell me, make I ask you a question when you go take talk wetin you know. The real matter. When she dey for the hotel, who dey make the call to the husband when they want to bring money?
Okay, now this one I first start dey make the call.
Then you too, you make your own call.
Yes.
Wetin una tell the husband?
When he comot.
Wetin una tell the husband?
Na wetin he tell us, everything wey we
talk am na talk the thing.
He say wetin he first talk say na 10 million.
Okay.
Yes, I say bet we go land up for 5 million.
So how much the husband come pay?
So wetin come pay na 3 million.
How much they give you?
Wetin dey my hand now na 225,000.
How much they give am?
Na him give me.
Okay, now share the money.
Na him give me.
So our audience, you see what greed is causing. And I really want to give kudos to the Command Special Anti-Kidnapping and Cybercrime Squad, because what they have done is indeed proper investigation and has led to the arrest of these 3 suspects. Nobody knew that she actually kidnapped herself until the suspect was arrested. This is Delta State.
Thank you very much. SP Bright, too bright. You see that questioning style? That's what makes him interesting to us. Okay. So when Bright interviews you or interrogates you, you automatically know that you are going to jail. You understand? Like you right there, you're going to say I'm guilty. Because Bright won't interview you if you are going to waste his time and not admit to the crime on camera. So I think they've advised him the legal implication of that. So they stop putting the face of the suspect on camera. So a lady was given 3.6 million naira by her own brother to go and buy tricycle for commercial stuff, right? Probably even for herself because she's pregnant. Now she used the money to gamble and used the rest of the money for bridal shower. 3.6 million. No? And rather than go back to her brother to confess, he hired 3 guys to fake a kidnapping, a abduction. So they had her in an hotel. All of them were there, you know, like ransom for kidnapping and all that. And the money was paid, another 3 million naira. You know? And then you hear the rest of the story. Nigeria, somebody said that Shewo don't go do marriage. Marriage never even reached 6 months. So that time she had to now involve her husband. It was her brother first. This time it's going to now be her husband and her brothers. So for every crime, let me tell you something. Any crime that involves money is solvable. Honestly.
The toughest one that may seem so like hard to solve is when you put your money in blockchain, like all this crypto and all, what have you. They will still find it though. If it is the government that wants it, they will find it. They will find everything. You know? And that is why it is so surprising that billions and billions of money keeps missing in Nigeria. And then they are finding it difficult to jail the thieves simply because the money left Nigeria and there's nothing much they can do, you know. Let's beg them to bring the money back out of Nigeria so they can trace the money. Anything you are doing that involves money, transfer of money, phone calls, your crime is in the open, except if they are just not interested in following it through. You know, so brides, thank you for that. And on that note is where I'm going to draw the curtain. You know, I always take advantage of us whenever we're not busy. I take advantage of that to get my early rest. So thank you so much for being part of this evening. And I am going to see you another time. Remember, all you have to do is to make sure that you like the broadcast, you share the broadcast, and you check your subscription as well. All right? And I'm going to see you tomorrow afternoon. Brunch time tomorrow. And other subsequent programs that will follow. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, brethren. And you all have a wonderful night. So good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.